207. And instruct, teach your descendants amongst yourselves in the teaching of the laws and recommendations of the wellspring of all love creation, the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life, once they have grown out of feeding at the mother's breast suckling, so that, even from an early age, they may be knowing conscious, in dealing with the laws and recommendations of the wellspring of all love creation, and with the laws of the appearance nature. But the instruction shall be an instruction only, not however a cosin, so that the descendants may decide for themselves at a later age whether they wish to follow the teaching of truth or not. 208. And it is rightful that children shall be taught, instructed, in the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life at special places of learning schools, based on free determination decision. However, all instructing ones and preparing ones, educating ones, shall be concerned with instructing, teaching the children in the teaching of truth, so that they may find the true path to existence, life, and may treat and fulfill, accomplish it in equitableness, fairness, and righteousness, conscientiousness, as well as in knowledge of the truth and in all virtues. 209. You shall teach your children so that they are firmly grounded, taught in the knowledge of all things of existence, life, and in the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life, therefore also in the things of life, dying and death, so that they do not worry about life and do not have one iota of uncertainty, and so that the greatest reward of life may be granted to them. 210. Truly, the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life is grounded, founded, on the laws and recommendations of the primal wellspring of all life creation, and it is created by Enoch, the originator of the truth teaching, and therefore after his demise passing away, the true prophets from his line revealed the teaching again and anew over lengthy periods of time, so that true love and consonance, harmony, as well as peace and freedom shall be amongst all people of your kind, humankind. 211. The true prophets have come to you since time immemorial, amongst others who raise themselves up as false prophets, bringing teachings of non-occurrence, unreality, and founded many religions through which the many cults came about, all of which are far from the truth of the laws and recommendations of the primal power of all things creation. 212. The true prophets have been, since time immemorial, bringers of joyful news through the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life, and therefore they are also admonishers and reveal plagues, misery/want/war/fight/misfortune, etc., and disaster, catastrophe/destruction, etc., for the coming time, so that you consider them and change your actions and effects and your attitude, mentality, for the good, so that the things do not occur which had been announced, proclaimed by the true prophets as a warning of threatening plagues, misery/want/war/fight/misfortune, etc., and troubles, evil happenings, and disaster, catastrophe/destruction, etc. 213. The true prophets provide evidence through their revelations, through their teaching that they bring you, and through their signs, marvels, that they allow you to see that only the truth of the laws and recommendations of creation is able to guide everything mightfully in all firmaments, universe, and on all earth worlds/planets, and the heavenly lights, celestial bodies/suns/galaxies. 214. However, those amongst you who are knowing in all things of the teaching of truth, truly, you have gone far astray, so you are persisting in your knowing of the truth and carrying out non-right. So you cannot forgive yourselves, and neither may you guide yourselves to the right way. 215. Truly, if you are unfair ones, irresponsible ones, and non-righteous ones, conscienceless ones, and ones without virtue, then you are walking on the path of the shadow world, hell, which destroys you in your inner and burns you up in its flames. 216. Be knowing, conscious, that the true prophets come to you so that you will obtain access to the truth and may be able to differentiate between what is good and what is evil, and so that you do good only for yourselves and for people of your kind, fellow human beings, and keep yourselves away from everything disastrous that you are able to commit an evil through hatred and thirst for revenge, and through retribution and jealousy. 217. Consider at all times the truth and the laws and recommendations of the power of all reality creation, and open your ear to the teaching of the prophets, as you shall also heed their signs, marvels, that they do, so that you may recognize the truth of all truth and be connected to it alone. 218. And when you think of the prophets, then make sure not to insult them by putting them on a level with false prophets and the priests of gods and tin gods to whom you pay homage. Show extolment, because the true prophets do not tolerate any homage, extolment / glorification, and reject such doings. Consider, all of the gods and tin gods are fabulated, invented, and substantialities without character, body / consistency / content, to whom equally no homage shall be paid, as also not to their priests and other servants, hands / helpers, of any gods and tin gods, but also not to any other people of your kind, human beings, whoever and whatever and however they may be. 219. And do not pay homage to glorify, either concoctors, founders / originators / creators, of pious religions, or concoctors, founders / originators / creators, and provosts of pious religious customs and rites, sects / cults, because they are only servants, hands / helpers, of fabulated, invented gods and tin gods, or of those who raise themselves up as gods and tin gods, or to the state of heightened ones, sublime ones. 220. And therefore do not pay homage to bow down before any battle leaders or lords, because their deeds are evil and against the laws and recommendations of the wellspring of all wisdom creation, concerning to life, love, freedom, peace, consonance, harmony, and the preservation of everything created by people of your kind, human beings. And if authorities and rulers or battle leaders or lords instigate battles, wars, then stand as a whole people and guilt against them and refuse them your services, because every type of battle war is against the laws and recommendations of the primal wellspring of all existence creation, against the dignity of people of your kind, human beings, and against all the right of life, which teaches that there shall be no killing, murdering, indegeneracy, but only then if life-threatening emergency self-defense makes it necessary. However, a life-threatening emergency self-defense does not arise through acts of battle, acts of war, and the like, because truly acts of battle, acts of war, amount to bloody deeds, murder, committed in consciousness consciously. 221. And therefore it is also a bloody deed, murder, to cast away one's own life, commit suicide, in the delusion of godliness, religious delusion, and also through pious religious hatred and pious religious fervor, fanaticism, in order thereby to rip others out of life into death. By these means assassination,